Okay. Decker back in. This is topic 3, which would be programming / my final project, part 2. So where was I when I was talking about that? It's a little difficult bouncing back and forth. I was talking about the database stuff and the server of the back end. And if I remember correctly, the last thing I was really talking about was how, like, this is a big project. Like this, like I probably could get my, have gotten my final project completed and turned in, and then get my certificate for the Bottega schooling, the boot camp I went to, by doing a different project. But I decided this project, and now that I'm working on it and I'm loving it, and it's been 3 months since I actually started working on it, I think 2 maybe, possibly. Okay, so there's no water yet. I see snow, and this is very clearly a creek, but there is not anything here. And it kind of looks like I could walk this way, but also looks like it's blocked off, so I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to hope that sticking to what looks like the official trail will lead me to waterfall, because this is the Ghost Falls Trail right now. Anyways, back to what I was talking about with the programming. I'm going to finish this, and it's going to be an amazing project. It's going to be detailed, and it's just going to be so amazing. And it'll be out there, hopefully forever. There's some potential problems with legality issues, potentially. I'm not 100% certain. But we'll find out at some point. So I'm hoping to keep going and get this done by February at this point. And now that I'm not sick anymore, I've been working on it and hopefully put some more work into it and get this done, because I am enjoying it, but I need to get it done so I can have my grade, or not my grade, but my certificate, so that I can apply and have it as a job. Speaking of having it as a job, I am thinking of turning freelance for a bit to try and get some extra money on the side. I already have a couple different people who expressed interest in a website project, which not too hard to do. Some of they seem pretty simple. Basically, my 2 projects is my boss at work has some recommendations. People come to him for recommendations on not welders. The place I work for sells tools for working with countertops, stone countertops, and cement floors as well. And the boss knows a lot of local people who do that stuff, and recommends occasionally when someone comes in is like, hey, I need a fabricator to do this. Well, I recommend this person. So he expressed the idea of creating a basic website where you can search those up and have the information readily available via a database. So I'm thinking about doing that, and that would be very simple. All I got to do is create a database and then connect to it, and then have the information. What do I need exactly for that? I need to be able to filter the information so that you can, let's say, alphabetical order, or by fabricators or floor guys, different categories and all that stuff. And then I also need to be able to add and subtract. So basic CRUD operations: read, create, read, update, delete. That's what CRUD stands for. And so that would be pretty simple. And another project is that I know I have a relative, my cousin said that her dad, my cousin's dad, second cousin's dad, so that was great uncle, yeah, that's what that would be, has a website for stuff he sells, and she suggested maybe I could she suggested it a long time ago that I could make a modern version of the website. Basically, copy the website, make a modern version, and send that to him as a project. See if he likes it or not. That kind of thing. Something kind of to show, hey, I've made a project. Someone used it. That was a while ago. That was while I was still doing most of the schooling for this boot camp. And then, so those are the two projects that someone else has done that expressed interest in me doing. And the first one would be like, I could probably charge my boss something to do that. And then hand it over. Like, it's done. Or do like a maintenance thing. Like, here's throwing out numbers that I haven't looked up, so these are not exact numbers or numbers that anybody should take for heart. You know, write this program. Let's say it takes me 2 hours, 4 hours to write it. Say, I charge him $200 for the project. Cool. Pretty sure you can spare $200 for that. Right? But then, because it is a database and it has to be hosted somewhere, there's hosting fees. So I could be like, okay, so we'll get you a domain name. And so you got to pay that yearly to keep the website going. Right? And then if something breaks, well, either I can do basically a monthly fee, charge him monthly, maybe like $10 a month to do any maintenance that's required, or he can just, you know, have my phone number, which he does, and call me up and be like, hey, website broke, look into it, you know, and I could do that, and then charge him for the repair or the maintenance at that point. So one way or another, right? And the business model would be interesting, and I would just have to figure out what my rates would be and what my maintenance fees would be, and then basically if I could design several websites for different people to do different things, and then have maintenance fees, and then that would take care of some passive income for me, essentially, because I would then be the maintenance stuff is just, if it's becomes a fee-based maintenance, it's literally on just collecting some passive income, because month to month it's probably not going to break the website. There's probably going to be like unique use case that breaks it, and then I got to figure out how to work with that unique use case so that it no longer breaks the website. And then basically I'm not working all the time, I'm only working on it when it breaks, which makes it passive income unless it's breaking. And that's one way to do it, or to just literally have hey, this is what I'm going to charge you by hour when I need to do some maintenance on the website. And if something breaks, give me a call, leave me a message, and I'll fix it, and then charge you based on updates, something like that. And those would add to my profile, my resume, for finding a full-time programming job, while also having the side projects going on. And so that's an idea, and I'm going to do it. I just gotta figure out how to divide because I do work full-time, 40 hours a week, which 24 times 7 is, what's 24 times 7? 20 times 7. Okay, 4 times 7 is 28. That's 28 hours, okay? And then 7 times 20, 70, 140, plus the 28 is 168 hours a week. That's how many hours you have in a week, right? So that's minus 40, 128, okay? And I That's just for the work hours. Takes me, let's say, 2 hours a day to drive for driving back. Driving to work and driving back, because it's about 45 minutes. If there's no traffic, it's 30 minutes. If there's any sort of accident at all, it goes from 30 minutes to 45 to an hour. So 2 hours is pretty generous. And so 2 times 5, because I work 5 days a week, is another 10 hours. So I was 128. I was not at 1. Yeah, I was at 128. So another 10 hours, 118. Okay. I need to sleep 8 hours a day. And that is not accurate. I should be going to bed at 9. I usually end up going to bed at 10. And I wake up about 6:30. It's 9 to 10, 1, 10 to 11, 2, 11 to 12, 3, and then 12 to 5 is another 5 hours. So that is about 8 hours. So I lose another 8 hours a day. And that would be times 7, not times 5, because I'm sleeping 8 hours every day. And so 8 times 7, 8 times 8 is 48. 7 times 7 is, 7 times 5 is 35. 6, 42, 7, 49. Yeah, so 8, 7, 49 plus 7 is 56. So 56. Right? So I got 56 hours. I lose another 56 hours. That leaves me with, where was I? 118. Is it 118 minus 56? 2, 10, 50. So that's 62 hours left in my week. And then I spend 3 hours going to church. 3 hours for the drive time and getting ready in the morning for church. So that's, I went from 62 to 59. 59 hours. There's a lot of math involved. Okay. 59 hours left. And I eat. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I do fast food. So let's say I did fast food 4 times a week. And that's a 10-minute. We'll do half an hour. So half an hour times 10, 5 hours. So I went from 59 to 54 with eating. And then I do D&D on Sundays, which I'm watching. It's 3 hours plus another hour for driving. They're not quite as far away as work, but they are some distance from work. So that would give us to 3 hours. So we'll do 4 hours total. And we were at 54, if I remember correctly. Yes, because we went from 9 to 5 for fast food. And I should have done not fast food, but cooking at home. But we'll get back to that. So that's another 4 hours a week. So let's do it 50 hours. And I got a lot more time than I thought. 50 hours a week minus meals. So we said we eat out 10 times a week. I eat 2 meals a day, except for weekends. So I have 7. So eating out 10 times. I did not mean to get that person, but I didn't see them until it was too late. 10 times, no, 2 times 7 is 14. I do not eat out 10 times and then only eat in 4 times a week. That is not correct. We're going to say it takes 5 times. Okay, we're going to add a couple more, and we'll say 10 times 10. We'll split it in half. Okay, so an hour, that's another 10 hours. So I went from 50 to 40. Okay, because it does take me a bit to cook. Depending on what I'm making, we'll just average it out to 10 to an hour. Because yesterday I cooked for dinner bacon, and it took an hour and a half. That's all I had. I had bacon and orange juice for dinner. Granted, yesterday I was not being healthy because I had, while I was working and then playing games with some of my friends, I was snacking on pistachios and Dorito nacho cheese chips. So there was not a lot of healthy eating yesterday. Okay, and then so that's 40 hours left on Wednesday. Sometimes Wednesday, I do another game of D&D. It is with a different group, and I'm not running it. I'm playing, and that's actually 5th edition. So, yay! I'm still trying to find Ghost Falls. Oh, look, it's back that way. I'm gonna go back this way. Didn't go the right way. Good thing there's a sign that told me real quickly that I didn't go the right way. Anyways, where was I? All right, so it's 40 hours left. I got another 6 hours, 3 hours. We'll do 3 hours because that cuts into my sleep time. I usually go to bed at 9, but we're playing from about 7 to 11. Well, I'm there from 7 to 11, and we're not purely playing because we gotta wait for people. We got players who like to show up late and not show up. When I mean late, I mean late, like 3 hours late. And so -2 for the time I should be asleep. And I don't remember this. I directly turned around and I still don't remember this. Okay, so we'll subtract another 3 hours, so we're at 37 hours. Okay, 37 hours. Whew. Hey, took all those calculations for me to finally get to less. I'm gonna go this way. To less than a work week. Okay, we're not done yet. Fridays are game day. I've planned on for several months now, but have not yet to do it. Going to a local card shop and playing some Magic the Gathering. Just to kind of get to know some people outside of who I know, and hopefully just kind of meet some new people and play Magic the Gathering, because I haven't played that in quite a while regularly. So I'm trying to do that once a week, and I just haven't done it. This week I actually, a group of friends, hung out with instead. So I'm still not using that time for stuff. Okay. So we'll say another 4 hours. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay. So we're at 37, 33. Okay. Then I have my donations. And my plasma donations usually take about 3 hours from getting there to end of donation. So you donate twice a week in 6 hours. I'm down to 28 hours, 27 hours. Well, I'm going back up. Okay. I got 27 hours to work on this. Some days I'll have no time. Other days, other things will catch my eye. Watching YouTube. Like this last week, God of War Ragnarok came out. I watched it. I don't own a PS5, nor do I own a PS4, nor if I owned either of those systems do I have the money to buy God of War Ragnarok. So I just watched all the clips on YouTube from people who live stream that. I'm thinking about live streaming games still. I just don't think I want to do computer games. I want to do my PlayStation 3 or Wii games, or maybe even my Switch games. I don't know how to do that. Haven't looked into it yet. Pretty lazy on that front right now, so those aren't coming yet. Oh, that's what it was. It was future planning. Whatever. See, topics. I'll remember eventually. This is a long video. It's okay. So I basically have 27 or 28 hours a week to work on this stuff. So everything else that takes up my time, because that is not the amount of time I'm working on these programs, on this program, is stuff that I don't have to do. It's not required. Me just hanging out, having fun, is not regularly scheduled stuff. I also have these videos. Half an hour plus travel time. It was an hour. Plus posting them, which takes all night, which I'm going to start regularly posting the videos Thursdays. Today I don't have anything going on, so I can literally just go home from work, do the process of uploading the videos from the phone to the USB stick, then from the USB stick to YouTube, and then posting. I'm on YouTube. Giving you guys access. I can't do it overnight while I'm sleeping because my room needs to be dark. So, while I'm sleeping, for me to go to sleep. I can sleep with noise. I can sleep with quiet. I cannot sleep with light. That's why my room is always dark whenever I'm filming, because I don't want the glare from the ceiling light to make it harder to see or give any weird effects when I'm recording in my room. And I have a blanket, or actually a Snuggie, that covers my window, because I don't want street lights coming in while I'm trying to sleep or anything like that. Car lights, stuff like that. I am facing, my room window does face the street. So there's that. Okay, well, I've talked quite a bit. 30-minute video, long video, lots of things I talked about, lots of math. I think I've done my math budget for the rest of the year. There'll be more math next time, I bet you. It might be different math, might be similar math, don't know. Okay, check her out. On to the conclusion video.